My name is Sergey, not my real name, and I'm here to talk about my time working for Britain's worst boss. In the interest of privacy, I won't mention the name of the firm I work for, but essentially we operate in the Meerkat comparison sector, and I work directly for a Russian oligarch. I would mention my job title if I could, but to be honest I have no idea what it is anymore. Sometimes it's like I'm just his servant or his dog's body, but other times it's like I'm his friend and have to go on holiday with him. You know that scene in Breaking Bad when he's up in New Hampshire and he pays the vacuum repair guy 10 grand to play a game of cards with him? Well, it's kinda like that. I just think he's an incredibly lonely man. So here's the thing. There's this insurance website that has a very similar name to our company. The boss utterly hates them with a passion, but I couldn't give a fuck either way. Like, it's literally a separate industry. Why do you even care? One day, it got so bad, he paid me £30 to stay after my shift ended to come and watch him do a puppet show. I was reluctant at first. I had plans with the missus, but I'd heard some of the sadistic stuff he did back in Russia before the wall fell, so I didn't want to upset him. Anyway, I get in, and the theatre did look good to be fair. He got all the proper stuff and that, but as soon as he opened the curtains, he just started going absolute apeshit about the insurance company again. He didn't have any jokes in the script or anything like that. It was just 10 minutes of him ranting about who'd fucked him off that week. Proper foaming at the mouth and that. I had to pop down to the 24/7 Texaco garage and buy him a bottle of Fanta to try and calm him down. Looking back, he never paid me back for that, so ultimately, I only left with 28 quid of the original 30. Ah yeah, here's a story I've got to tell you. Late at night, a while back, we get this knock at the door, and when I go to check, there's this baby in a basket. Normally you'd think to contact the police or something, but this prick decided to call him Oleg and took him in, expecting me to look after it. He played with it for a bit, used him in a few of his passive-aggressive adverts, but he soon got bored of him, just like he did with his brief love of Coronation Street. In the end, he decided to leave it in Africa, which it doesn't take Albert Einstein to work out what happened next. It was a domesticated meerkat. It had never lived in the world before. The poor fucker died a week later by all accounts, eaten by a lion. What a senseless loss of life. I knew the boss had built quite a bond with Oleg, so I was worried about telling him. I thought he'd be distraught. Instead, when I did break the news to him, he just laughed and revealed that he'd had thousands of soft toys of this dead kid made in China, and he was planning on giving them out to customers who'd recently switched their energy suppliers. It was awful. He made us traipse round all these office blocks, handing them out to people who didn't have a clue what was going on. I mean, some of them put them on their desks out of a sense of politeness, but you could tell that they were pretty disturbed by it all. He just made that cunty clicking noise and disappeared when it got awkward. Anyway, you won't believe this, but around about 7 years ago, he just kinda gave up on all the meerkat crap, and now we just seem to advertise the insurance company. The same one that he previously had such a shit fit over. I'm not really sure what his thought process is there. I know he's a billionaire and all, but it must be costing him a fortune. Don't know what happened to our website in the end. Last time I checked, we'd lost the domain name, and now it links to a camgirl site specialising in British MILFs. Recently, we don't even seem to do any work. I get to the office at about 9 in the morning, and he just wants to go to the cinema all day. I can't remember the last time we actually compared anything, Meerkat or otherwise. He keeps insisting he gets a 2-for-1 ticket offer, but the girl on the counter never seems to take any notice of it, and I end up having to pay for both tickets. I honestly think it's all in his head. Do you remember Daddy's Home 2 with Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, we saw that 9 times. A few days back, I found out that he'd created a computer program using my likeness to save on wages. Luckily, I'm a member of a union, so I had a representative come out and take a look. They said that they'd never seen anything like it, and that I should be on for a big payout when the case goes to court. At least when an Asda worker gets replaced by a self-service checkout, it doesn't fucking look like them. Furthermore, when I was in his study, I came across his name in this little black book, along with the names of some other billionaires. When I asked him to explain, he quickly said, "Symbols!" and shut it, leaving me more suspicious than when I asked. I hope I take him for every penny, to be honest. My name is Sergey, and that is my extraordinary experience.